All right, boys and girls, we're going to start with Cole Reagans up top, 9,500, going up against the Feeble Angels. Fire up Cole Reagans. You got Zach Wheeler going up against the what I don't even know what to call the Braves now, because now they got more unfortunate news. I don't want to say pathetic. What word can I use? Because they still have a winning record. Let's say subpar. You got Zach Wheeler going up against the subpar Braves. Give me Zach Wheeler, because you know what? After they get injuries, they just start reeling. They just start rolling down Shit's Creek. And with Riley out 8 weeks, they're probably going to be even more sad. Give me Zach Wheeler. Luis Gil against Cleveland. Look, Gil started out a man on fire. Then he started coming back down to earth. Last 5 games, 1 fantasy point, 23, 21, 17, and 25. The point is, he's usually good. He's allowed a screw up here and there. Being that it was the White Sox he screwed up against, that's not a good look, but baseball is baseball. I don't need Luis Gil at 9K because it's Cleveland. Cleveland's a top 5 hitting team in the league, and I'm not going to play those types of games. Blanco against Boston, no thank you. I believe in Boston is too good for me to play against them. Robbie Ray against the White Sox. I play everyone against the White Sox. Robbie Ray had a little bit of a hiccup against Atlanta. Before that, he was decent. 18 fantasy points against Detroit, 26 against Cincinnati. Nothing spectacular, as they are 2 deadbeat teams. Oakland, they get a little spicy when they feel like it. He put up Dodgers on the 20. He put up 26 fantasy points in the Dodgers, which is impressive. My gut says to go back to him, so I'm going to always follow my gut. Fire up Robbie Ray. Screw the White Sox. The White Sox aren't even trying. You got Reynaldo Lopez going up against Philly. Philly's another team. I don't really want to play against them. Another top 5 hitting team in this league. I don't want to do it. Like, if I'm playing 1 or 2 lineups, I don't want to play against Philly or Cleveland. I don't want to do that to myself. I want to give myself the least path of resistance. Bailey Ober against San Diego. So, okay, play back. Bailey Ober's been decent this season. San Diego's a good hitting team. This Bryce Miller against the Dodgers. I don't mind taking the shot, but I don't want to play against the Dodgers neither. I don't want to do it, because what happens when the 7th, 8th, and 9th batters for the Dodgers get on base and then Ohtani brings them home, or if he walks and Betts brings them home, or if he walks and Freeman, you get the point. I don't want to really play those games. Tyler Anderson against, you see what's happening is all the decent pitchers are going up against good bats. You know what Kansas City could do. I talk about them every video. I'm not going to talk about them again. I like Tyler Anderson. I like the Kansas City bats even more. You got Bradford against Pittsburgh. Cody, what have you been doing? 2 runs, 2 strikeouts, 8 fantasy points against Minnesota. 1 run, 7 strikeouts, 24 fantasy points against the Yankees. 3 runs against Boston, 5 runs against St. Louis, and no runs against Oakland. Mr. Bradford isn't the greatest pitcher on this slate, but I don't mind taking shots against Pittsburgh, to be honest with you. Jesus Berrios. Who the fuck is Jesus Berrios? Jose Berrios going up against Cincinnati. Tough decision, huh? I 8K for Barrios against Cincinnati. I don't mind it. I don't mind either or. Cincinnati are a bunch of strikeout queens. Give me Cincinnati bats. I give the edge to the bats of Cincinnati over Barrios. I don't trust them like that. Fetty against Milwaukee. I'm not playing anyone against Milwaukee right now. Pavetta against Houston. I'll take Pavetta because he's 7,800, a little bit cheaper than everybody else. If he could get past, if he could get past 1 through 4 from Houston, he should be all right. But that's still a tough ask. Altuve's playing well. Diaz is playing well. Alvarez is playing well. Maybe I might have to stay away from Pavetta now that I think about it. Keller against Texas. Another tough matchup because, as we can see, Corey Seager's locked in. It's only a matter of time before the rest of the team joins him. I told you I played Corey Seager in the last video. I think I put him in the lineup, right? He hit 2 dingers. I don't mind taking a shot on Keller, but you would hate to play Keller and then the rest of the team shows up. Baz against Oakland. Baz isn't great. 16, 0, 13, 21, and 4 fantasy points last 5 games. All over the place. Gives up runs. Very risky. It's a 13-game slate, and I haven't found any edge yet. Walker Buehler, 2, -6, 6, 2. Last 4 games. What a time to be alive. Usually what I do is when it comes to pitchers that are struggling, I pick on them. You got to fire up Seattle bats. Until he fixes himself, you got to pick on him. That's the nature of the game. Kremer, give me Mets bats. Quintana, give me Baltimore bats. Listen, Baltimore, nobody could seem to get Baltimore right. Cool. I didn't play Baltimore last night. There was better options for me. I like Texas. I'm lying. I like the mini stacks of Texas. I like Kansas City. I like the Mets. That's what I play mostly. Baltimore against Quintana. Ownership should be down on Baltimore. Fire up Baltimore. Frankie Montas is what, a righty? Frankie Montas is a what? I'll tell you right now. Frankie Montas is a... the fuck? They're going to make me do the work. Frankie Montas is a righty, right? What does that mean? Give me Burleson from St. Louis. I don't need everybody from St. Louis. I just need pieces. Give me Burleson. Give me I can't think of his name. Give me Burleson and give me, I want to say Donovan. If he's not too far down, if he's not batting too far down in the lineup, if he's higher up, fine. But Burleson would definitely be in the 2 spots. So give me Burleson against Montas. Okay. Back to our amazing pitchers. Okay. So I don't want Montas. Give me Burleson, Assad. I actually don't really mind Assad against Detroit, 6,900. I really don't mind them. 8, 3, 8, 17, 7 fantasy points. Not pitching a lot of innings. Gave up 1 run against Cleveland in 4 innings, 2 strikeouts. 2 runs to Minnesota, 1 strikeout. He's not even getting. He doesn't even have a high strikeout upside. So that's the issue. If he had a higher strikeout upside, I wouldn't mind playing him at 6,900, 68, 6,900. But that's not going to work for me. No Perez for me. I'm not playing against Minnesota. No Boyd for me. I'm not playing against the Yankees. The rest of these pitchers here, you might as well just stack against. Cincinnati, Spires, I wouldn't do a full stack with Toronto as they're god awful. Just give me at this point, just give me Guerrero. And Estes, you can fire up um Tampa Bay Bats. And Salmons, I don't even know who that is, but you want to take Chicago Bats, you can take Chicago Bats. Brian Salmons. 1 run, 4 strikeouts, 5 innings. 1 run, 4 strikeouts, 4 innings. 7 innings, 5 runs, 5 strikeouts. You know what? Mr. Salmons has piqued my interest. What I will say is I'll do a little bit more deep dive. I'll do a deep dive into him later on, see if he's worth it. Because I wouldn't mind a cheap SP2 if it will allow me to get the stacks that I really want. But there's no pitcher that really jumps off the board at me. It is what it is. You're gonna get slates like that. If you're looking for me to pretend that there's some type of edge or some type of pitching that I love, then you sit here and stare at the screen because it's not happening. All of the good pitchers are in tough matchups. Reagan is the only one with a clear advantage. 9,500. Going to be popular because a lot of people are going to see what I'm seeing. You see what I'm saying? Give me Robbie Ray 8,600. Give me Robbie Ray. Give me Burleson. Since I had to go since I went looking for him. Burleson is I'm gonna put him in the outfield. I knew that was gonna happen. All right, give me Burleson in the outfield. Not gonna play any other Cardinal with him. We got Burleson. Give me Vladdy as a one-off. $5,600. And give me. We go back to Corey Seager. How much is Corey Seager? Is he under 6K? He's a shortstop. Is he under 6K? Corey Seager's 53. Corey Seager's too cheap. Give me Corey Seager, and then let's pair him up with. Let's pair up Corey with Pittsburgh and Tampa. Pittsburgh and Texas. Smith is 4,300, batting in the 3-hole. Simeon is 4,800. Give me Smith $500 cheaper. This is what we're gonna do for DraftKings. We're gonna go with Robbie Ray up top, looking for a bounce back game. We're gonna go with Vladdy on that one-off against Spires. We're gonna go with Burleson with another one-off off of Montas. Then we're gonna come back again with Corey Seager and pair him up with Smith. All right, in about 15 seconds, we're about to go to FanDuel. If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. If you're struggling to cash, no problem. I can help you. I can send you finalized optimal lineups right before first pitch. Check out the Patreon linked in the description. Check out the channel memberships right here on YouTube. And we do have super chats open. I sent out 2 FanDuel lineups today for main slate and 1 DraftKings lineup. Both of them are cashing at the moment so far. DraftKings, I have to check. But I know Taj Bradley was not doing what he was supposed to do. Okay, he's one of my pitchers on DraftKings. Absolutely have Corey Seager on FanDuel. Have who else we have? Who's this? We got Lugo. We got a Kansas City mini stack. Corey Seager. That's cashing. And then we have Gavin Stone with a Met stack. JD Martinez went off. Fitzgerald's in there. De La Cruz is in that lineup, and he did absolutely nothing. We'll talk about him another day. Let's go to FanDuel. I was going to talk about De La Cruz today, but I don't have time for that. We'll deal with him later. FanDuel, 10.8 for Cole Reagans. Bailey Ober's 10K. Robbie Ray's 97. Luis Gill against Cleveland. Luis Gill's ownership is going to be down. He's not a bad play the more that I look at it, but I'm going to try to get away from that if I can. Berrios, 9,300. No Bryce Miller, no Keller. Pavetta. The stuff is risky. Let me go with Bradford. Let me attack the matchup because Pittsburgh is ass. And let me pray for the best. I'm not going to promise you that this will be my pitcher for my main lineup, but as of now, I don't mind playing him because of the matchup. All right. Let's go. Let's pick up Burleson again. Because my spidey senses tells me he's going to have a dinger or two. And he's not going to be too expensive. Burleson. 3,100. So give me Burleson. Give me... Vladdy is still a little bit cheap for what he's been doing. Let's go back to Vladdy. So we're going to keep my one-offs on both sites because they're still underpriced. And what we'll do is we'll try to find another mini stack for FanDuel. Let's see. What jumps out at me? Baltimore? Do we go right back to Baltimore? Lede and Rooker. I think I know what I want to do. I'm going back to the Mets. We're going to pick up Vientos. We're going to pick up Vientos. Well, how much is this guy? 3,400? Oh, 3,200. Not bad. So we got Vientos. We're going to pair him up with... Let's see. Vientos is going to bat in a 2-hole. Lindor, Polar Pete, Nemo. I don't ever get Lindor right, but whatever. Give me Lindor or give me Nemo if Nemo's able to play. I'll take Lindor. So this is what we're going to do with FanDuel. We're going to go with Bradford for some salary relief. We got Vladdy with a one-off again. Burleson with another one-off. We're going with Francisco Lindor and Vientos from the Mets. We have almost $3,200 left for your remaining spots. You could almost do whatever you want with them. And I'm going to go on and get out of here. I appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up. Hope you had a profitable Monday night. Patreon linked in the description. Channel memberships right here on YouTube. Super chats are open. And I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.